It seems that I have to yet again come out and make a fuck-ass video, since screenshots between certain creators that I won, at name unless they go into my comments and say it themselves, are being leaked by Thighenjoyr. This video I'm going to be going over every single thing. My role in this, Albedo's role in this, Falk's role in this, the minor he had a parasocial relationship with, certain mods, and the man himself. I will not be mentioning other people in this since the situation is so messy and I am so tired of he said this, she said this, and somehow someway no one knowing WTF is happening. Alright, now from the beginning of my part in this mess was around Christmas time 2024. Yes, that fucking long ago. And I reposted dumb shit, and since I was super high, I accidentally kept clicking on his name, which did the reaction thing. This was at a time before I knew he was a weirdo, and I found the Mercy content to be funny. I make rage bait, so I also enjoy rage bait. Now I noticed he had an odd vibe, if you would call it, so me being a girl with women friends, you can already assume what I did next. Basically a group chat and just coming up with random BS to say back to bait him. Then he got freaky, no wonder, right? And yes, I did entertain it back. For bait. I am not a freak like that if I'm being honest, and y'all ain't. My therapist, so I ain't getting into it, but literally the weird shit said between us was pumped out of a group chat and pasted there. Now it got to a point where I tapped out to it because of how bad it was getting. His views religiously was concerning as fuck, and I respect all religions, and that's why I called it quits and just planned to soft leak the stuff over the year. Dumb idea, I know. Someone I won't name also leaked info on Twitter about what he did, and this was his bullshit argument. Mind you, he also made a video around, this time about his views on being MAGA and a certain person. A cuff yukari boy was making videos with him as duo content. I can't confirm or deny that she truly knew cause again. He made a video ages about his views on Trump and it's OBV long deleted, but this is all I have on that, so do with it what you will. And if anyone has that OG video he made of MAGA, let me know. Now his views that concerned me was Christian Science. Now that's not bad until you realize what that entails. He wanted babies, a lot of babies, with no medical treatment, no help, just him. His logic was his mother did it for him and his siblings, and he sent me videos of home births. If you know ball, you know about the pom-pom situation.
I want you to feel good and finish it off in the bathroom or in bed. So you feel good and you're happy?
That's similar and also worse than this. Minus PD4 cause thigh is 1, but we will get to that. And as much as that situation was FKed, this made me tap out significantly faster than that dude. Now, while I'm on the subject of him being a Christian Scientist, or X1, since he pulled that card when he was under fire for this shit originally, he mentioned that he had autism and Asperger's. Now, before anyone in my comments says some dumb shit like Asperger's and autism is the same thing, well, it's not. I grew up with a cousin before foster care that had both before Asperger's was stopped being used as a diagnosis since 2013. Now, with that being said, and I'm not discrediting his mental illness since I am also diagnosed with a lot of stuff, explain how you can be diagnosed with an outdated illness, but somehow not have medical treatment due to religion as a child. If you're wondering why this is relevant, it's because he has used his mental health as an excuse for his behavior and his addiction. If I post a single thing from that channel, I will get banned on here, so if you want to scar yourself, by all means look at the docs in my bio. Now to the next part of this video, which is about the minor he was in a relationship with. For the sake of keeping her name private, I will refer to her as Apple. Apple was a fan of his and was 15, 16 years old. Apple did indeed lie about her age to him, but there's also a few problems. Apple made a video specifically for him on an account that shows her actual age. This is the post, and if you're wondering, where's the age? Well, Hammond is the age. Hammond is canonically 16 years old. Wesley saw the video and acknowledged it. On top of this girl, no shade, acting very childlike, I would have blocked her immediately. Just because someone says they're a certain age doesn't mean they are. Ignoring it doesn't change what you're doing. You are not less guilty because you feign ignorance. On top of that, he also had Apple be pred bait for someone, which is disgusting in its own right. This is a grown man my age that is using a literal child as pred bait. IDC what he says he knew for a fact. How old she was regardless of her saying 21. She outed it in a video and her behavior was not giving adult. Now on to the next point, Albedo. I won't give this too much attention, because she's a fucking bitch, but what I will say is what happened. She dated Wesley a few months after turning 18, whatever, it's weird, but whatever. The issue is that people are misconstruing her part in this. Yes, she was absolutely a victim of verbal abuse. I will put those clips at the end of this video. Wesley not only did that, but blocked her from talking to others about this as well. Which I don't even know why a grown-ass man pulled that shit with a 18-year-old girl is beyond me, but what made it worse was the ones who entertained it. This girl was clearly not well, and he was indeed fucked up for not only making her take the fall the first time and exposing her mental illness, but it went so much deeper. He actively played into her mental health issues. This is a problem because this just proves he targets, mentally ill fresh 18 girls. Even his ex he crucified, it wasn't one-sided. Both were terrible, but it's irrelevant to this, so I will just say that about it. But she is not a victim of anything else besides that. Both were equally freaky in the way, and both were equally racist. As for the new XGF, until she can hop on here and prove me wrong, she also knew what the fuck he did and decided to clout chase a bad person and pull an Albedo. You would either have to live under a rock or never search your BFS name to not know what he did. Even if Wesley is lying about her involvement, it makes no sense she deactivated after I exposed her on my story. Valk's role is this pisses me off even more. She soft leaked what was happening to engagement bait. Then when asked, played dumb and was mocking it in a way, whatever, and then had the balls to make it seem like, she did all of this to protect her friend. Now I can see why both of them were besties, cause both lack critical thinking skills. I am 25, and if I had a friend that is my bestie, and they're trying to date a bad person, I'm going to fight with them on it, or I'm walking away. Using mental health as an excuse for your behavior and using you don't get out much is bullshit. I spent 6 years of my life crippled from an infection that comes and goes, and the worst I do on this platform is rage bait people who can't read. There is no excuse for any of this. There is no reason the situation should still be dragged out since December last year. It's a dead horse, and it's insane how certain creators are being called out in his post because it makes zero sense. As for his mods, everyone besides Liz Espion was either still active in the server, part of the smut channel, or defending him being a weirdo. Another thing I'd like to bring to attention before I show the audios of this cornball is this. These are the people who defended him during this original bullshit, and during their breakup, this individual tried to slide into his DMs. Honestly, this whole thing goes way too deep, and more context can be found yet again in the docs in my bio. Last thing to the dumb bitch who called me using this photo of him as body shaming and said, I'm weird for how I exposed him, count your days, bitch. Anyways, here's the audios.
You know, when I'm walking down the sidewalk and I see women walking towards me, I move over for them. And part of it's gentlemanship. But there's a lot of it that's not just gentlemanship. It's also because I'm scared and I want to give them as much distance as I can so they can't say, hey, you touched me or you did this to me. Because I've seen that happen. I've witnessed that. I've witnessed where a man got accused of that and he spent jail for 3 days until he finally got proven innocent and the girl just lied because she thought it was funny. Women do that. They lie now because men are just playthings. They are. That's a fucking thing. I know you don't know this, and I'm sorry. I guess you just weren't aware of it, but it's a thing that women are doing. Your fellow women are doing this. It's a real thing. There's a misandrous movement going on. And if men try to talk about it to women, we get shot down. That's why we don't talk about it very much, right? That's why you probably don't hear about it. Probably think it's based on the trauma. A lot of the trauma now is there is rape. Don't get me wrong, there is rape, 100%. Look, I'm not going to do this with you right now, and I'm not, okay? I just said go look it up, all right? Go ask any man out there. Go ask any man out there about this fucking shit! I don't want to do this right now, okay? The bullshit, the discrimination, the shit that women can fucking do to a man. Look at that fucking Kiri bitch. She's a fucking example. Look at my ex. You don't fucking believe me? Go look at all the fucking, go talk to any man you know. Any friend you know. Because you shouldn't overthink because of her. She's a stupid, obsessed fucking woman that I have no fucking interest in. Just get my fucking toe, son of a bitch. Just please, I'm begging you. Why do you have to do this? Why? You said you would submit to your husband. You're not submitting to me. You're not listening to what I've asked you to do. To my judgment. You think you know better, so you go and do it anyways without me. Please. Just try. You know I'm different. You know I'll fucking be there for you about things. But for some reason you just don't want to. You just want to rough it out on your own. I'm not looking for someone who's going to rough it out on their own. I'm looking for someone who will come to me for things.